Everyone, Michael asked us if we could put up some videos of our LSX E90s. So this is my 2006 E92 coupe with a LS1 T56 swap. So we've got a LS1 here out of a VZ Commodore. If you're in America, you probably call that a Pontiac GDO. We've got his mount kit, we've also got his accessory drive kit, and we've got his CAN adapter in there, converting the signals, all working fine. We've got a few Ks on this car now, and it's all working well. So this engine's out of a VZ Commodore, I think it's about 2005. It's got the I think 8-pin throttle body, so we've had to make up a 6 to 8-pin adapter. There's no off-the-shelf headers for a right-hand drive car, so we have custom headers in here. We're having a few issues with melting some plug leads, so we're looking at going over to some ceramic ones in the near future. I guess probably your alternator wiring and stuff's similar to the American cars or the left-hand drive cars. Probably the only other difference is the computers on this side, on the passenger side over here, so the left-hand side of the car. Apart from that, the swap kit bolted up just fine. Yeah, I'll pull a few more bits off and we'll have a look at the computer, and then I'll lift it up on the hoist so we can have a look at the exhaust and underneath. Thing I'll mention for anyone doing this swap in Australia, so the top radiator hose is a VT V6 Commodore hose, chopped slightly, but just one of the ends trimmed off, and then the bottom hose is a VZ hose that's been cut down as well. So anyone wanting to do the swap over here, that's the two parts or two hoses that you can use. Looking underneath the car, we've got the stock 325i exhaust that runs through here, where it traditionally went to two pipes here. We've actually cut one of the pipes and flipped it, so they both used to go this way, I think it was. So we cut one of the pipes here and flipped it, so that runs out to that header now, and then they run up, and this car is dead silent. You probably wouldn't even know it had a V8 swap. I've got a bit of an oil leak here I've got to address. So it's got the T56 in it out of the Commodore as well. It is running the what we have in Australia called a rip shifter. I've got a replacement over here because it's got a Chinese one in it. So this is a genuine rip shifter. Just pretty much goes in the top of the housing. Put that shifter right through in the correct spot. Another problem we ran into on the right-hand drive cars was the clutch line actually comes out in a different spot. So what we've actually done is run a soft line from the pedal. It runs across underneath the trims near the heater box and stuff underneath the dash, and it pops out in the factory hole up here, and then we've run it back. We're running a just a sort of a couple of fittings here. There's a remote bleeder here as well, just to help get it in there. But yeah, that hose then loops back and runs into the side of the bell housing up in there. So soft hose all the way. I'm not sure how it's been done in the States, but that's how we managed to get it to work over here. Apart from that, all your hosing and stuff is the same. Cross member clearance, all of that is perfect. We did have the bit of a common issue where the engine mounts are worn out. We've got a couple of washers up there just to space the engine up. We've got some new mounts coming for this car, so we'll convert it over to that. We've got Michael's transmission mount here bolted up to the Commodore or GDO trans mount, and that is also working just fine. So anyone thinking about doing this swap on a right-hand drive car, it's very straightforward. I think the exhaust to be the hardest part if you don't know how to TIG weld. This is just some stainless pipe we put together, and then yeah, custom headers. I didn't make the headers, that was a bit beyond my skill level. They're up in there. Michael's mounts up in here, everything bolted up just fine. We've got our wiring box open here. So yeah, main difference being with left and right hand drive cars is you've got your brakes and clutch master and ABS unit and stuff over that side there, and then over here on the passenger side we have the ECU box. So yeah, we just got the CAN adapter in here, Holly computer, everything else in there. I did do one thing that I probably didn't need to. I wired up a relay controlled by one of the outputs that turns the starter motor off. Since found out that is in the latest CAN boxes, so you don't need to do that anymore. And then yeah, our power cables and stuff have to run across. So normally in Michael's videos he tells you to pretty much go from here down just to the power terminals, but we actually have to run them across. So we're using these factory conduits with the alternator wiring and stuff, and yeah, picking up the power for our Holly and stuff there. All appears to be working just fine. Quick look at the inside. So we're just running a 325 manual center console, manual pedal. We've got the Holly screen sitting just there. This is the rip shifter with the Commodore knob on it, and then yeah, just the 3255i manual pedals down here. Everything else, yeah, it's pretty much factory. Car works well, drives fine. Really happy with the swap. Plan to put a blower on it in the future, trying to get a little bit more power out of it. I think these are the last of the LS1s. They have a pretty good bottom end, so should be fine for the additional power. It's in the shop at the moment. I put some clone or replica M3 arms in it, and then we've got some BC coilovers to put in as well, just to help. This is the leads that came off it, so a couple of them have got hot, and then I think it's cylinder 5 or 6, I don't know which side's which on an LS1, but yeah, we have totaled that lead. So gonna try and yeah, probably mold the headers around a bit and see if we can't fix that. If there's anything else you need to know about the swap for a right hand drive car, or more specifically in Australia, feel free to hit me up in the comments and I can let you know anything else, parts wise, or you know, part numbers for belts and stuff that we've used. Most of it came from what we call here Repco, which is just an auto parts store. Yeah, I've been through the hoses and stuff. Apart from that, it's all as per Michael's videos. We haven't done the aircon yet. That is still on the to-do list, but that's pretty much the same for left and right hand drive cars. The hoses are still going to have to come down across to our compressor that's down there. So yeah, any questions, hit me up. Can't recommend Michael's kit enough. It was fast shipping, bolted in easily, everything was just super straightforward, and we're very happy with it. Alright, thanks for watching.